What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste Like Music. Jason and Joe here, and we are reviewing another record today. We're talking about the brand new Angel Olsen record called Big Time. Just came out today as we're recording this, given it a few listens already. Pretty big Angel Olsen fan. Was really into My Woman when that came out in 2016. That was kind of my entry point. So was looking forward to this one a lot. How much do you know Angel Olsen?
I don't know too much Angel Olsen. I know I've heard All Mirrors, probably heard My Woman. I think I skipped Whole New Mess because it's just a rearrangement of All Mirrors. But nothing she's done so far has really caught my ear more than just kind of pleasant. We're like, this is nice, but never, I wouldn't call myself a big Angel Olsen fan. Didn't know much about this album coming in, so we'll get into that. But I'm not a fan. We'll just say I'm completely neutral on Angel Olsen.
All right. So, like I said, this is her first studio album since All Mirrors. She did have that reworking of All Mirrors in 2020. She also put out that EP of 80s covers. Was that last year? I'm not sure exactly when that came out. But this is the first real studio record since 2019. She's teaming up with Jonathan Wilson here, who produces, and he also co-wrote all of the tracks on the record. Like the new Wilco record that we just talked about, this one is also billed as a country record, and it's certainly very country in spots, but I think it's more indie folk type of thing than anything, not really a pure country record. I liked it a lot. I think it's really good. This is kind of a return to form for me, at least the way I viewed her records. All Mirrors, I liked it. I think it's a good record. I don't want to talk too harshly about it, but I don't know. It felt a little maybe forced. I don't know. It had all these synths and big strings, and it was so over the top. I think the tunes were still good. She still sounded good, but I don't know. It felt like maybe forcing a new direction on herself or something, and this seems much more natural, more relaxed. I like the production a lot. Jonathan Wilson's one of my favorite producers, so I really enjoyed this. How about you?
I liked it. It grew on me. I have some issues with it. It's country is big right now, I guess, and it's not that sort of it's not bro country. It's nothing like that. This is sort of a return the cosmic country feel. I definitely hear some Eagles, some Graham Parsons in this one as well. You got a lot of, at least 2 tracks are in the classic 3/4 waltz time, which I always like. And I think in general, it's a really well-made album. Like you said, Jonathan Wilson's a great producer. He did most of Father John Misty's albums, not God's Favorite Customer, but the latest one, Chloe, and the whatever 21st century, next 21st century, Fear Fun, Love You Honey Bear, whatever the other one is. So I usually dig Jonathan Wilson's production. I like it here. Definitely makes me feel like it's a cosmic country album. I hear a fair amount of Emmylou Lou Harris kind of stuff in here. And I think the only thing that's holding me back, again, sort of like Wilco usually does, it's the vocals. I think they're a little plain, a little boring. I want more twang. I want a Nikki Lane type drawl, a little bit more. It's very, contemporary female indie rock vocals, and that just brings it down a little bit for me. I think the album's it's nice and diverse. You got plenty of country leanings in All the Good Times and Big Time to open the album. There's murmurs of lap steel guitar. I wish they're a little bit louder, a little bit more up front. It's sort of off in the background, a little bit too much for me. Ghost on, you get real reverb thick on Olsen's vocals, which it's fine. It's a little too close to indie rock. All the Flowers I thought was one of maybe the coolest track on the album. It has this 40s vibe. like an old-fashioned black and white movie score, big shimmering orchestra doing most of the instrumental work, real like old-fashioned melody. Like it sounded really familiar, like I don't know, like an old Disney tune or something, and some nice harpsichord in there. The other track I thought was great, and I really gravitated towards the middle of this album. I thought it opened fine with a little country and closed a little too slow and soft with Chasing the Sun. But in the middle, with Right Now, which starts slow and then it just has this great build to it, some real like Al Cooper organ work going on. And then when it hits the climax, this just great electric, like shocking electric guitars come in, real snarling. She does this kind of cool low voice, some brass coming in, and it's just this big explosive finale, complete 180 from the beginning. So I love that track. I thought it built amazing. The mood building was great. This Is How It Works has a cool 3/4 waltz time, a lot of lap steel guitar. So obviously I like that one. And so overall, I'm struggling if it's 3.5 or 4 stars. It's like right in the edge there, because I do like it. I just don't know if I love Angel Olsen's delivery and vocals. So I don't know. I'll say 3.5 for now, but it could rise. I liked it more the second time I heard it. The first time, I just kind of glazed over. But when I really started to listen, I definitely picked out a lot of cool little moments that I really dug. So I don't know. We'll say 3.5, just because I already gave 4 stars of Wilco today. I don't want to overdo it, but it's a good album. I could see it growing on me.
Yeah, I'm at 4 stars too, or I'm at 4 stars. With room to grow though as well. I think it could even go up to 4.5. I think her voice is incredible. Unlike your position on her voice, I really love her voice. I think she's a great singer. That's really the main draw for me, is her voice. The big thing with this record is she came out as queer right before the recording of this. She told her parents, and then within weeks, both of her parents passed away, just coincidentally, I guess. And I don't know, a lot of big life events happening. So you would think it would be like this very heavy record with all the passing away of her parents, but it doesn't feel that way at all. There's a lightness to it. I think it's very confident sounding. Sounds like she's kind of been unburdened by like getting this weight off her chest. She seems to like have a clear focus, and I don't know. I think the songwriting is really cool and reflects all of that. And the musicianship and the production is fantastic. You got Spencer Cullum playing the pedal steel. He's one of my favorite pedal steel players. If you know the group Steelism, you'll know his work. But yeah, I think it's a really cool record. Her vocals are mostly pretty reserved, but then you get to a track near the end, like Go Home. She starts to take on a little bit more edge on that track, kind of sounding a little like she did on My Woman. And then the reverb really builds up into like, till it sounds like she's in this big cavernous space. It's really cool. I love the strings on Through the Fires, Chasing the Sun, which you mentioned at the end. It kind of slows down at the end, but it's this big piano ballad. It's almost sounds like something that could have been on All Mirrors. Not very country at all, really lush, really dramatic. I like that track though. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think this is a good one. I'm excited to listen to it more. Like I said, I think it could grow. I feel like I'm giving everything 4 stars that we review this year. It's been a good year so far. Yeah, digging it.
Yeah, I think the only thing, well, other than Angel Olsen, it's just not my favorite style, her voice, but I was looking for a little more surprises, I think. Like I just wanted to be knocked out of my comfort zone, because I do feel like this sounds a lot like other things that we've heard in the past couple of years. Like this seems to be like a go-to these days for a lot of these indie singer-songwriters, like this style, the whole like, oh, we're gonna explore country now. And I just wish it went further in places, and other than Right Now, where it's kind of like, okay, that was a shock. Everything else is like, yeah, that's kind of how I expected things to go.
All right, so let us know what you think of the record if you've heard it. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Leave a comment. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our website, merch, and Patreon. Check it out if you're interested in supporting the channel further. You can join our Discord. We got a lot of conversation going on there about new records and listening parties and all kinds of fun stuff happening on there. You can join that for $1 a month if you want to have a voice in, some of the artists we cover in our listography series. You can join at the $5 or $10 level and request artists or vote for artists in the polls that we create. So check it out. Oh, Joe's ready right now. He could do it. If you've got that much, then you're ready to go. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next one.